You know, it's funny. He mentions the Luda thing, right? Because it's kind of like a joke. Like, we did this Luda show. Luda was great. He was amazing. The whole show was amazing. But the one thing that stuck out to me the most was, you know, we're like filming. I'm not like great on TV. I do my best, but I'm not like a big TV person. And I remember him telling me, like in the first 20 minutes, he was like, you know, you seem like a dude that has a lot to say. I'm like, we're just getting warmed up.
Yeah.
So as we go into the thing, he tells me like he's a big cigar guy. I'm like, cool. So what kind of cigars do you smoke? He's like, I smoke Cubans. I'm like, that sucks, man. And he's like, why is that? I'm like, well, because I mean, you're smoking communism.
Yeah.
And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, I mean, every dollar you smoke of a Cuban cigar goes back to a government that suppresses people. He's like, well, I don't like that. I'm like, I mean, neither do I.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe you should rethink that. And he's like, so as we go for like through the 3 days of filming, on the third day, we're filming at Chugg's, and he's like, we're drinking rum in the kitchen, which is not like a thing for us. But like, you know, we're drinking rum and we're like doing this whole thing. And he's like, you know, man, I thought about it a lot. And he's like, and I don't know if this is true or not. It could not be true.
Yeah.
But if there's an inkling of truth, he says, you know, I'm never going to buy a Cuban cigar again. And I was like, then I've done my job here.
Yeah.
I don't care about all the other shit.
It's that it makes sense when you say it.
Right.
When you just explain why, you're like, oh, wait, hang on. And why have you been smoking Cubans? Because someone told you it was the coolest thing to do. Because it was like, oh, this is the like thing that's, you know, that you can't get, but it's like sexy and this and that and whatever it is. And then you tell them, well, that's one narrative. Here's another one.
Here's the narrative of the people that like it got me here.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I am here, because of shit like that.
Yeah. And you can still smoke Cuban cigars that are not made in Cuba, meaning from the families that made them.
Right.
So buy those.
Buy those. And it was a lot of that kind of conversation. It was that back and forth. And I appreciated the fact that he was willing to have that conversation.
Yeah.
And like open to like even the idea of not smoking those cigars or whatever, because I mean, he's pretty famous.
Yeah.
So, you know, like if he tells one person, 5 people, 10 people that story that he had, then I've done my job.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that that's like the visceral difference between 3 years ago and today.
Yeah.